Belle by Jessie patterns are downloadable and easy to print over and over from our computers, we don't want to be wasteful. We want to be good stewards of what we've got. So I've already got these large pattern pieces already taped together, and they're ready to use again the next time I want to sew an apron or a detective costume or something else that requires lots of pieces of paper taped together. So I'm going to show you an easy way to store them that we use in the production world for our sample patterns or our master patterns, and that is to hang them on a pattern hook. So this is a pattern hook right here. You can just look online. These are pretty easy to find. I like the ones with a fabric string, and it's got this little T-shape at the end. I'll show you in a moment how you're going to thread that through your pattern piece to hang. The hook part does come in two sizes. I think this one's about 1.5 inches, and then there's a skinnier one that's about 1 inch. So just choose which one works best for wherever you can store your hanging patterns, in a closet, behind a door, wherever you have to store them. So you'll need some of these, and you'll need a hole punch with a hole between 3/4 of an inch, maybe 1.25 inches in circumference. Now, they do make a pattern hole punch, which is a large cast iron hole punch. It can punch through heavier materials. Sometimes production patterns are made out of manila paper or even plastic. So those big heavy duty patterns, pattern hole punches can punch through those harder materials, can punch through lots of layers at the same time. It does actually punch a little deeper into the fabric, which is nice, but to be honest, I got rid of mine years ago because I didn't want to store it. So this is just a little craft hole punch that I bought at a local craft store. All right, let's hang these up. So I'm going to start with my apron pattern here, and I'm going to save all the pieces, even the small ones, even the sewing instructions, so that when I'm ready to sew these aprons again, I can just pull them out, get my fabric, and I'm ready to get started. I am going to start though with the largest pattern piece. That's how I like to do it. Now, I want mine to hang as straight as it can. So I'm not gonna punch in the corner because that's gonna make my pattern piece hang sort of angled, and it's actually gonna take up a little bit more space. So I'm gonna punch at the bottom in the center. I'm not gonna measure it, I'm gonna eyeball it. But I'm gonna stick my little hole punch in here as far as I can so that I don't have my hole too close to the edge. Give it a little punch. There we go. So we're gonna take our pattern hook. You can thread it through either way, hook side first or the little T side first. Just thread it through there. There we go. All right, I'm gonna get the rest of these pattern pieces, add them here, and we'll see how it looks. So on my instructions and my other pieces that have directions or helpful tips, I am poking sometimes through the bottom so that I'm not cutting off too many of the words, so that if I want to pull this out and use it again too, it's ready. All right, let me add these to my pattern, to my apron pattern. So there we go. I can store this in a closet, on the back of a door, anywhere that I have a little space, and it's ready to use. I don't have to worry about that tape getting pulled off while I'm trying to fold it and unfold it to use again. I love storing patterns like this, especially large patterns. Now, real quick, we are also going to do the detective because it's a little bit different shape. If you want, you can get these pattern hooks and put each pattern on its own separate hook. I'm just gonna add mine together, so I've only got one thing to store for now. All right, with my detective pattern, let's see. So I've got some small pieces with my hat and my bill and my collar. I have my instructions here for that as well that I'm gonna keep. But my detective pattern piece is a little bit triangular shaped. So there's a couple different ways you could do it. You could leave it unfolded, which I generally do like. So you could pinch it here, or sorry, hole punch it here at the pointy edge. That would hang just nice. But if you do have a smaller space, I'm going to show you, if you do fold them in half, a way that I like to do it. So I like to fold it in half to where I can punch through both sides together. So knowing that when I fold it, I may interfere with some of these parts that are taped together. I'm going to take a minute here and see before I press it down if I can get it to take up a little bit less space. Yeah, I like that. All right, so before I fold it, I'm going to show you how I've got it. So I'm kind of using this shoulder edge here, and I'm folding it that way. And then I'll be able to punch through both layers. I'm not directly on any of those lines that I have taped together, and I think it'll take up just a lot less space. So I'm gonna try it this way. All right, now that I'm happy with that, I'm gonna press a fold, just one fold in this pattern piece, and then I'm gonna hole punch through both of these layers. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna store my patterns right here with my apron, so I'm just gonna layer them together. So it'll take up a lot less space than that apron pattern piece. I like how narrow that is now. All right, same thing then. You can just hole punch your other pattern pieces and your instructions, keep them all together. So let's get them ready. And there we go, ready to store, so they're not on my table anymore, and pull out and use the next time I want to sew any of these patterns. I hope that you found this helpful. Please let me know if you like to hang your patterns to store them, or if you have some other ideas. And then join me back here for more tips, tricks, and all things sewing. You can find me here on YouTube at Belle by Jessie. Please subscribe if you're not already so you don't miss any of this sewing related information. But you can also find me everywhere online, also at Belle by Jessie. There's an extra E on the Belle, not on the Jessie. That's Belle by Jessie. And I look forward to sewing with you again soon.